Hello everyone, welcome back to Help for Good e-learning. My name is Prashanja. So now we are just making this particular video or a particular not a video, this series, this logic building series. I will say for the beginners, those who are the beginners, okay, they are just entering into the problem solving field. For them, it is a useful. Okay, so without wasting of time, let's go and just start it. Okay, so this element I have taken out. Fine. Okay, and this list I have taken, I have to assign the first value. The first value I have to take it as a minimum or as a maximum. Okay, I'll just take a first value as a minimum or maximum. So mean equal to my list of 0. Okay, that is good. Then max equal to, I'll just say max equal to my list is equal to 0. Okay. So understand it, guys. Whenever you get the question, don't try to jump directly on the, I will say directly on writing the code. Okay. First think about it, do the analytical thinking, analyze it, what you're making and how it is useful, how that logic is good for that. Okay, just try to analyze on it. So my list, you have this list elements. Okay, my list of 0. So at index number 0, you have a 5. You have assigned the 5 in mean as well as in the max. Okay, now as we know that I have to compare it, I have to start a comparison from the next element of the 5. That means from index number 1, I'm going to start and I have to traverse and I have to visit on every index of my list. Okay, I have to traverse and I have to visit on every index of my list. That is good thing. Okay, that's not a problem. So the problem is what I'll say exactly here. Okay, now we have to use the loop because we have to do the traversing for I in my list. That is a good. And here I will use the if condition because now we have not given any initialization value for the I. So definitely I will have the default value is 0. Okay, so now if I is greater than, sorry, it's greater than max. If I is greater than max, if this condition is true, okay, now you have the value of I is 0. Okay, in my list, you're checking at index number 0. So instead of 0, I can use the 1 also. Okay, not an issue. I just start from here. Okay, so at index number 0, you will get 5. Okay, this condition will be true and here it will check. Now in the max right now, as you know that you have the 5 and in minimum also you have the 5. Okay, so 5 is greater than 5. Condition is false. Okay, so definitely it will not come inside. Even in the minimum case also. In the next iteration, the value of I will be incremented by 1, so it will be the 1. In the my list, it will check at index number 1, you have the value is 3. Okay, so at index number 1, you got the value is 3. Condition is true, it will come inside. It will check 3 is greater than max. 3 is greater than max. No, condition is false. Okay, so here I'll just write down the pass keyword and another if I will use. Okay, and here I'll check if I is less than minimum. If it is less than minimum, okay, the value of I is a 3 and the value of minimum is a 5. So 3 is less than minimum, condition is true. So now what I'll do exactly, I have to update the value of minimum. So minimum equal to, I have to update the value of value of minimum. So I have given here the I. So I will be assigned to the minimum. Okay, this is what we are doing. Okay, that's good. So now the minimum value, because the value of current value of I is a 3, 3 is assigned in the minimum. So the value of minimum is 3. In the next iteration, the value of I will be incremented by 1. So it will be the 4. In my list, it will check at index, sorry, the value of I will be 2. Okay. So in index, in my list at index number 2, you got the value 7. You got the value 7. Okay. So condition is 2. Come inside, check the 7 is greater than max. So the value of max is 5. The value of I is 7. 7 is greater than max. Condition is true. It come inside. Okay. It come inside. Now I'm going to update the value of max. So just max, I will assign the I into the max. So the current value of I is 7 at index number 2. It got the 7. So 7 is greater than max means it's greater than 5. Now I have assigned the I into the max. So the value of I we are assigning, that means it is a 7. Okay. In the next iteration again, the value of I will be 3. Okay. And it may my list at index number 3, you got the value 8. Okay. So the condition is true. Okay. Condition is true, come inside. And again, it will check. 8 is greater than max. Okay. 8 is greater than max. So current value of max is 7. The current value of I is 8. 8 is greater than max. Condition is true. We are assigning I into the max. So the value of max is 8. Condition is true. Okay. Now this is clear. Cut. So in this way, all the iteration will happen. At the end, you will get the maximum value in max variable and minimum value in the minimum variable. Okay. So without wasting of time, let's go and just print like max equal to, this is the max. Okay. Then print of mean equal to, it is in the mean, get. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead and run the code. Oh, yeah, we got the maximum value is a 9 and the minimum value is a 1. Okay, and that is, if you check in this list, so maximum value is 9 and the minimum value is 1. We are getting that value. Okay, so that is a good thing and fantastic thing. We can say that this is a logic, a simple logic of your maximum and minimum. Okay, this problem is not a toughest problem. It's a so simple problem. What we have done, just let's have a summary. So we have the list. We have to find out the minimum, maximum. So that's why we have taken two variable, mean and max. We are taking the value of index number 0. We are storing in the mean as well as we are storing the max. Then we are checking that, okay, at index number, again, as you know that it will start from at index number 0. By default, I will have the value 0. In my list, it will check, okay, 5. So it will check the 5 is greater than max or it is less than max. Okay, sorry, less than minimum. According to that, it will update the value. If the value of I is greater than max, then definitely the value of I will assign into the max. So we have to update the value because we got the maximum value, which from the existing maximum value, we got the next value as a maximum value. Okay, then again minimum. Okay, so the value of I, again we will check if it is less than, the value of I is less than minimum. So definitely we will update the value of minimum. Okay, so similarly this is going to be happen. I hope this is understandable, guys. We'll see you in the next logic building. Okay, thank you.